ESC marker?
Did you do the frame the question?
Oh, yeah. Just so, I'm not
sure. You're doing derelict in your duty now. don't let you do
your
job for you now.
I don't know if you've done this before. We may or may not use his questions in there, so when you're posed with a question, please rephrase it. In your answer, an example would be, what would you say to somebody investigating stores online? Your answer would be, I would say to somebody investigating stores online, da-da-da-da. And so it can be a self-contained answer, does that make sense? That way if you don't hear the question.
And if I don't catch it, I'll
don't worry about it.
repeat.
You can remember,
just keep going. I'll just keep tossing it to you. And if you don't like where your answer's going, just power it down, just stop, and I'll reset it, and we'll just do it again.
Yeah.
So there's no stress there. And if you don't frame it first,
can I be cut?
Uh-oh. Now I'm going to turn to Roger and say, Roger, help me out.
The pressure will be on.
Oh, understand. And my word will be cut.
You'll give us one answer by the end, won't you?
Cut.
I'm going to try.
It'll be noted.
So I'm just going to go through I'll start with just a little bit of have you given just a little bit of your background, and then we'll talk about your initial Stores Online experience, the preview conference, the workshop, and then the real heart of it is I want to hear your entrepreneurial story, what you're doing with your sites and all of that. And we'll just do it a little bit. Don't worry about long answers, just nice little bites, and we'll just keep plugging along.
And then if you want to say your names and spell them for the camera for it, again, so we've got them on tape.
Okay. You ready now?
Yep.
I'm Sheila Watford, SHEILAWATFORD. And this is my husband, Roger. ROGER.
This could get very all right.
Putting in 139.
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right, there we go. On behalf of Stores Online, this is Boyd Matheson. We are talking today with online entrepreneurs. We've got Sheila and Roger Watford with us today. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Tell us a little bit of your background.
Well, I grew up in North Carolina, and I worked with a power company for 17 years, ended up transferring down to South Carolina, and was in the corporate world for a long time. As a matter of fact, that's basically the only place I ever worked. And then I moved to another company. Downsizing occurred, in the 90s. And so then when I went to the other company, I was downsized again, and then I was sort of like, okay, I'm going to take it on my own, And so that's basically the job history. I haven't worked a whole lot of places.
Fantastic. That's great. I'm going to have you, Sheila, if you can keep I know it's hard to look at my face, but if you could, they'll move.
Focus at you.
I'm just
sitting here talking to you. Okay.
Yeah, we're just having a chat, so that way we won't have any.
Make the chat real easy.
Ignore these guys. We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's a great frame because we can build right off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your first experience with Stores Online as you got to that first free dinner conference.
I basically received some information in the mail and for Stores Online and went to a conference in Florence, South Carolina. And it appeared interesting to me because I was looking for something. You get to this point in your life where you're just looking for something different. And the timing was right. And so I decided to go further to the next conference, which was the training conference where they actually sell the stores, and that was in Columbia. So.
And what were you looking for? What were you hoping to get out of that workshop experience?
A good overview of what the company Stores Online had to offer, and what they were doing as far as building websites and what I could do at home to run my own business and make a decent income.
Did you go to that workshop with specific ideas of what you wanted to sell or do online, or were you just kind of a blank slate at that point?
When I went to the first workshop, I was a blank slate, and I was also a blank slate at the second workshop, and I was a blank slate for several months after I'd even bought the stores because I had no idea what I wanted to sell, but I knew I wanted to sell something online so that I could, better myself. So it took a lot of research on my part to figure out what I wanted to sell.
And how did you ultimately come up with what you wanted to sell?
I signed up for the training coach with StoresOnline because I knew I would need assistance and I wanted to get there as quick as I could. And with the training coach, I had several ideas, and